What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again, and in today's video I want to talk about one of my, if not my, highly most anticipated mobile game coming out in 2020. That's right, it's the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, based off an anime adaptation, and normally those games, you know, they're good, but they're also sometimes seen as being really like just a money grab. Not this game. I'm telling you, this game is going to be one of the top mobile games in existence when it comes out in 2020. We got pre-registration going on. I want to give you guys all the inside details, show you guys kind of how the battle system works, give you a little sneak peek, and then get you guys pre-registered because we do have a tentative release date in the iOS store, so let's get into it. Alright guys, if you don't know what the 7 Deadly Sins is, you're missing out. It is a Netflix, like that's where you can watch it, Japanese anime that is based off of this cool little like storyline where there's a group of these people called the 7 Deadly Sins. They're super powerful, they're feared, and I'm gonna leave it at that. They go around kicking some butt, but as you can see right now on your screen, it looks like that's the anime. That is gameplay from the actual game, the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. This game has been widely known as one of the best mobile games since it released in Japan. I think it's also in Korea. Very free-to-play friendly from what I understand. It's so free-to-play friendly, a lot of the whales are mad about it. I know it sounds weird, but that's what's being reported on a lot of these gotcha Reddit pages. The animation is superb, the gameplay is amazing, and I wanted to go in and show you guys what it's all about. Now, I did not watch the 7 Deadly Sins for a while. I recently just finished it, at least up to Season 2 that is on Netflix. I think there's a Season 3 going on right now in Japan. I can't watch it yet until Netflix releases it, but I am absolutely in love with the anime, and I cannot wait for this game. Again, it is one of my, with War of the Visions, this is my second. They're both pretty much tied right now because I know how good the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross game is. So this is going to be a website you can go to where you can get to your pre-registration. You guys can just search on your app store for the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. If you want to do that, make sure you type the whole name in. It took me a minute to find it, so be looking for it. Look for Meliodas. He's like the main character, the blonde dude. And then click on it and you can get pre-registered. On the actual iOS app store, it does show that the tentative release date, and this happened with Last Claudia, they did release it when it showed on the iOS, you know, that date was correct, is March 31st. So we do have a little bit to wait, but it gives you guys some time to, you know, get to know the game, maybe watch a little bit of the anime, catch up, because you guys can catch it on Netflix, etc. So I'm going to leave the link in the description below for this website so you can go in and look at the game yourself. Maybe they do have some videos we're going to show off here in a second and get you guys into it. So I'm going to go ahead and bump up the volume a little bit here so we can listen to it as we move down. You guys can go through this, learn about maybe some of the story if you guys haven't, some characters, content, but this is where we're going to go. We're going to go to content because I want to show you guys kind of how the battle system works. So first off, we're going to go ahead and click on this video here. We're going to make it big. That's a little loud, isn't it? So you guys can see the graphics automatically, they're just extremely good for a mobile game. They're insane. And I think this is PvP, and in the game it is going to come out with live action PvP going on. There's lots of crazy stuff happening. The animations in the game, as you can see, incredible. And I'm going to go ahead and give this a pause because what I want to do is talk about how this battle system is going to work. So each character is going to have 3 abilities, right? They're going to have 3 different abilities and an ultimate. We can see this is an ultimate right here with the flashing purple. Now, you're going to randomly get given a hand of cards. It's not a card game, but like you get given a hand of cards. And these cards are their abilities, so it'll be mixed up. It could be Meliodas' S1, then this is King's, you know, S2, and then maybe you get an S3 of somebody else, right? And you get to pick 3 actions. So you're going to take these cards and you're going to pick them and put them up 3. So you can put them in any order you want, and then they do those abilities. These abilities are going to have effects like Petrify. They're going to be able to cancel maybe some of your enemy's attacks when they're raring to go. They're going to be able to poison. They're going to be able to do massive damage. They're going to be able to buff your team. You know, there's a lot of things going on with this game. And you can see over here, I think this is Merlin. You know, it's kind of hard to see with the graphics going on. But you can see these little yellow dots. Now, what that means, that's how you get your ultimate. Once you use as many of these cards as you can, up to 5, right? If you use... for example, the enemy's Merlin uses 5 different cards of Merlins. It could be S1, S2, S3. They're going to be able to do their ultimate, and that card is immediately put into your hand the next turn for you to be able to use. Now, that's not it. Each of these cards have 3 forms. They have a 1-star, a 2-star, and a 3-star. One of your abilities that you can do per turn, so you get 3 actions. I should say actions instead of abilities. You have 3 actions. You can play a card, or you can combine a card. So you see how we have 2 of this? I know it's kind of tough because of the YouTube overlay, but we have 2 of the same Meliodas card right here, right? If they're both the same star level, you combine them and they become a 2-star or up to a 3-star of that. So a 2-star and a 2-star go together to make a 3-star. and the ability gets more powerful, the multiplier is higher, they get special abilities, maybe more of a chance to land some of these status ailments, etc. So you have to really strategize and learn how you want to do that. Now, there are abilities of other characters that can just take your hand and make them all level 2 or at least upgrade them all, and it really becomes a strategy-based game here, but I'm going to go ahead and let this play out, let you guys see some more of the action here. And just see the gameplay just looks sick. It looks absolutely insane. Well, Merlin died right there. Meliodas killed her. But that is live action PvP right there, and that's going to be something you guys are going to be able to get into down the road. So if we go here, we're going to watch a couple of these videos. There's a ton of stuff to do in this game, and I don't even know it all. I think this is story mode right here. It's showing all the different chapters you can go do. The screens, the login screens running around, everything looks so crisp, clean, and the voice acting is going to be there. As you can hear, there is going to be voice acting, etc. So it's one of the games where they really didn't just just like mail it in, I guess you could say. It's actually really well done, even though it has an anime backing it up, because most games that have an anime backing up, they just put out a game and they can make money, right? Because the anime fans are going to be into it. Another thing they have about this game is going to be multiplayer. It's going to be out. Multiplayer is going to be there immediately. And on top of that, you're going to be able to do raids. So this is going to be a raid right here. We're going to be facing off against a demon. We're going to have our team. They're going to be paired up with another person's team. One of the cool things is some of those abilities that say, like, you know, this card affects everybody else's cards in their hand. Well, that could happen. I call them cards. They're probably just abilities. You know, the people who actually play the JP version are going to jump all over me. But that can affect your friend's raid cards as well, or your friend's raid's abilities. And as you can see, this is King right here. And if you guys don't know King, he's one of the main characters in the 7 Deadly Sins. He kind of has like a different look to him, right? Because this game is going to have skins. You can make people look different. You know, you can see right here, we're going to go through some of Elizabeth's skins. You can make them look different. You can earn this through in-game currency. I think some of them are buy. They do add stats, but it really isn't enough to change anything too big. But let's say, for example, you love this skin right here on, I think this is Gil Thunder. You love this skin on Gil Thunder, but maybe this... Oh, I gotta go back a little bit more. Maybe this skin that gives you a little bit more stats. Well, they do allow you to, like, transmog, if you guys know from WoW. So you're gonna be able to have that skin on for its stats, but then you can have this one to just show off, and that's the one you really like. So I really like that as well. It's another key point in the game. And not only that, the weapons also have skins. So the weapons you're gonna be able to change around, make your character look unique to how you like them to look. You can see Meliodas has that weapon right there, and he's changed it up here. He's got some glasses. There's some really funky looking things you can put on your characters. And so I'm just, look at this, like, I'm so excited. Like, and again, as an anime fan, of course I'm going to be a little bit more excited about it than if I wasn't. But I'm telling you guys, in my opinion, this game is going to be huge. It is so popular in Japan. It is constantly in the top, I think, top 10. I don't think it's ever dropped below the top 25 or something like that in earnings when it comes to the JP version. I think it's been out for about 7 to 6 months now, maybe a little bit longer. And then there's even more I want to show you guys, because on top of that, the community, the English community that wants to play this game, have a Wikipedia that does rival, in my opinion, FFBE, because I think FFBE has one of the best Wikipedia teams and best Wikipedia in all of the games out there. And 7 Deadly Sins already has one of that, and that's only for the JP version. They just translate it all in English. Let me show you guys what that looks like so you can start getting in there and kind of looking around. All right, guys, so we've made it to the wiki. I will have this linked in the description below as well, but it's SDS 7 Deadly Sins grandcross.gg. That's where you're going to be able to find this. You can go through and look at the characters. There's tons of characters. Now, again, we're not going to know what's coming to global exactly. We don't know if it's trying to catch up to the JP version or what, but there are some characters that are look like they're in the, you know, trailers and stuff that were not initially released in Japan, so we don't know where exactly we're going to be. But let's say we want to take a look at Escanor, because Escanor is one of my favorites. Bon is my favorite, if you guys were wondering. Escanor is a close second. We can go in here and check him out. He's an SSR Blazing Sun. So again, each of these units have 3 different abilities, 3 different cards, and then they have an ultimate, which you can see down here. As you look through this, you can see Blazing Sun. You can see what ability, what they do. You can learn what Amplify means. Increases damage 30% for each buff you have. And then you can see they're 2-star and they're 3-star. Again, with combining the cards or having somebody else upgrade them. You can go over, learn about gear sets, because there is gear sets in this game. So you're going to be able to, you know, think about Epic 7 or something like that. Summoner's War. There are going to be gear sets in the game. I do not know what this food stuff's about, so I'm sorry it goes even deeper into that. You can go down and look it through relationships or fate. Now, this is going to determine each character, when you have them in your party, can have a character like their support character, like goes in the, like when you look at their card, when you like it isn't a card, but when you put them in your party, sorry, I can't show you, I don't have the JP version. In the bottom corner, you can have somebody pair with them, and they're gonna have different things they give you. Like if you have Galther paired with Escanor, 19.2% penetration, and you can see it changes there. Or you can have crit rate up if you put Merlin with him. And then there's also Fate, which Fate, if we click this, or excuse me, Fate, his ultimate's punishment, but his Fate ability, I know I'm saying a lot, but guys, I'm just so excited, dude, you don't understand. His Fate ability does more damage, as you can see, inflict 960 damage instead of the 840, and that's if he has a Fate character paired with him. It allows his ultimate to become a Fate ability. There's nothing else you have to do but have this Fate character paired with him, and you get a little bit more. Now, they do have tier lists, so you can go through and look. I will tell you guys, this, without a doubt, is the strongest character in the game when it first comes out. Galther is going to be insane. If you look here, rank up all skills and increase basic stats by 20% for 3 turns, meaning that your entire hand, everything gets ranked up, so all those cards get ranked up. It is a 3-star ability. This also works in Raid, from my understanding, so you rank up everybody's cards, or skills. I gotta stop calling them cards. People are gonna get mad at me. That you can mess with there and just, you know, do what you need to do. They have patch notes here, but again, that's gonna be a little bit different. When it comes, oh my gosh, and Arthur's an S. I love Arthur, by the way, too. I love Arthur. He's like an S rank. There's just so much stuff going on. Let's see what kind of guides they have. Gear guide. Okay, so they talk about the different gear, I guess, that you can get. You can see in this game. So you can go through here and you can kind of start, how do I put this? You can kind of start, ooh, there's a global release. Ooh, so you go through and see some of the characters. My boy Bond. It's incredible. Go through this wiki so you can learn a little bit more about the game. Now listen, there's another thing I want to point out. This game has a dupe system. So if we go to like Bond, we can use some of his dupes. Like when you summon a dupe, you get a coin. So you get like a Bond coin or something like that. So it depends on what type of unit, SSR, SR, R, etc. These coins can be used to power up the specific character that you got a dupe of, or there will be a coin shop. And in this coin shop, some of the best characters in the game are in there, and you can buy them with these dupe coins. And every week, one of those characters goes on sale. So that's what makes it really free to play, because a lot of these characters, all these OP, strong characters, are available for you to get just by like getting dupes, summoning, you know, doing the story, getting all these coins. There's a lot of great items, a lot of great characters, and you really want to wait until your character's on sale so you get maximum value. But sometimes, you know me, I ain't gonna wait, so I'm gonna get what I want, especially there's this big Escanor. But you guys should go in here and check it out. There's tons of stuff to look here. I'm so excited for this Galther. I gotta get this Galther. 100% gotta get. I don't even like Galther that much in the anime, but I'm gonna have to get Galther. But yeah, so hopefully you guys think the game is cool. I'm gonna be covering it a shit ton when it comes out in global, which should be in the next couple of months. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a extra, you know, maybe it comes out before March 31st, because, you know, with Final Fantasy VII being delayed, you know, we got some time to game, so we gotta, hopefully it comes out before then. But yeah, I hope I've portrayed somewhat of my excitement and explained it. It's much more in depth than what I even showed here, and I can't wait for it to hit global. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you're excited for 7 Deadly Sins. Even if you're not a 7 Deadly Sins anime fan, this game, I'm telling you, is top notch. You can take all these anime characters out, it'd still be a really good game. And then subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys in the next video.